Now, a woman says she was shocked to be fined £150 when she tipped a small amount of coffee down a London street drain rather than risk spilling it on the bus. She was seen by 3 enforcement officers and fined under the Environmental Protection Act. Frankie McCanley has been to meet her.
So I was waiting for my bus and I noticed that my bus is approaching, and I thought it would be ideal to get rid of the leftover coffee before I board onto the bus. So I just literally poured the leftover over there.
But what Bijou didn't realise is that she had just broken the law and was being approached by 3 council enforcement officers.
It was quite intimidating. In fact, after what happened, when I go back to work, I felt quite shaky. It was a bit too much. Rather than understanding the issue itself, I found them quite aggressive, I'll be honest with you.
After being pulled to one side next to Richmond Station, she was issued with an on-the-spot £150 fine.
I just basically asked them, what did you expect me to do with the coffee, leftover coffee? They told me I could have basically poured it to the bin over there, but that would create more mess.
Some might not realise it, but throwing your coffee down a public drain is an offence under the Environment Protection Act. It's the same as littering, like throwing cigarette butts or chewing gum on the floor. Now, you can face an on-the-spot fine, and if you don't pay that, you could end up in court. And if you do end up in a legal dispute, simply being unaware of the law is not, according to some, a good defence.
It's often said that ignorance of the law is no defence, and I have some sympathies with this lady in the sense that I think people aren't necessarily aware that they can't put things into drains, and people sometimes perhaps feel that they can. So, yes, I have some sympathy. Maybe there needs to be a much more concerted campaign to explain to people that you can't just put whatever you want down a drain.
In a statement, Richmond Council, which issued the fine, has said its footage confirms the officers acted professionally and were sensitive to the circumstances. It continued, enforcement action is only taken when necessary, and residents who feel a fine has been issued incorrectly can request a review, which is what Bijou is doing because she believes educating people should come before fining them.
Maybe some signs around the bins or bus stops, to let the people know they wouldn't be able to pour anything, even the organic liquid.
She's still waiting for the decision. Frankie McCamley, BBC News.